Things have been pretty quiet regarding news about Endless Legend 2 since its announcement in January, but that changed yesterday with the trailer reveal of its first faction, the Kin of Sheredyn. Hello everybody, this is Havoc and a brief overview on what we can expect of the Kin from both the trailer video and the subsequent press articles. As a heads up, I am associated with Hooded Horse, publisher of Endless Legend 2. If you'd like to know more about what that means, you can check out the video in the description. However, I am in no way being incentivized to produce this video, just a deep passion for the Endless Legend franchise. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the Kin of Sheredyn, starting with who are the Kin of Sheredyn. The Kin are heavily tied to the Endless universe, and more specifically Endless Space 2, as their ancestors were the bodyguards of the Emperor of the United Empire. Sent to the world of Saeda on an expedition mission to found a new colony, they ended up stranded on the planet due to relentlessly foul weather and necrophage attacks. Yes, necrophages appear to be making a return as well. However, based on the faction trailer and the announcement trailer, these appear to be a bit different than their Endless Legend 1 counterparts. From a narrative focus, the Kin story centers around the unknown fate of Commander Garen, a legendary leader of the faction that suddenly disappeared while exploring and has now reached a near demigod mythical status among the younger generations. Led now by General Shapenrenko, they'll seek to find Commander Garen, in whom they believe will make everything right on the planet. Stranded on Saeda for decades at the start of the game, and in such hostile conditions, the Kin have been digging in to protect themselves, having lost access to the outside world. It's that idea of digging in that leads into the Kin's playstyle, the Turtle faction. Considering the lore, the fact they are stranded strangers in the world of Saeda, and having lost their fearless leader, it comes as little surprise that the Kin are a defensive-minded, militarized faction. They prefer to keep to themselves rather than engage with other factions, be it for peace or for war. Taking refuge behind their massive walls, the Kin would rather focus on growing tall within their own cities rather than wide, seeking out new ones to establish. That's not to say that expansion isn't a play style for the Kin, considering that camps can be established to expand your control over territories to exploit their resources. A mechanic that, from the sounds of the PC Gamer article, sounds very similar to how humankind operates. Their defensive stance extends even deeper into the core of the Kin of Sheredyn with their holy commandments and army style. The Kin have a unique entrenchment system that represents a value of all fortifications across all of your cities. The higher that gauge, the more bonuses you get. You'll also unlock special abilities called Holy Commandments that include commanding an orbital cannon to take out your enemies in battle. Game director Derek Paxton says that these Holy Commandments are basically the remnants of the Kin's lost technology, making the Holy Commandments appear like magic to the Kin who have long forgotten where they came from. However, you can only deploy these Holy Commandments within the borders of your own cities, or if you fielded a Chosen, which are the elite massive warriors we've seen in both trailers. They act as a targeting beacon for your orbital structures to bring down Holy Commandments, but are limited in number, meaning you won't be fielding entire armies of these titans in any game. Speaking of armies, that defensive mindset comes into play yet again, who receive shield bonuses if they have units adjacent to them. This tactic demands tight formations and less lone wolf style combat, as they will be at their best side by side. Their army composition seems to be varied but standard, with your legionaries as infantry, an archer type, cavalry options, and of course the chosen units. And with that, about everything we know for the Kin at this time. I think it's a great faction to lead off with, as they are immediately familiar to Endless fans. They represent a more conservative playstyle, have a very interesting narrative, and everything about their aesthetic just looks great so far. According to the PC Gamer's In article on the Kin, Endless Legend 2 already has more than 165,000 wishlists, and it's incredible to see the excitement behind the game already. And I highly recommend you go wishlisted as well to help maintain that visibility on Steam. It is one of the best ways you can support a game before release. If you want a chance to experience the game early and help shape feedback into real changes, I would encourage you to fill out the Insiders form in the description of the video, mindful that you'll have to sign an NDA on what you play in the Insiders program. Thank you so much for watching this overview of the Kin of Sheredyn. If you enjoyed it, Be sure to give the video a like, subscribe for more videos, and leave your comments in the comments section below. I'll hopefully be continuing coverage of Endless Legend 2 as more content gets released, so stay tuned, and I am out of here.